Hello, welcome to my new channel. My name is IJ, and if you have just joined us in this community, please by all means, do support it, share it with your friends, let your friends know, and I would love to make um this Facebook channel to be all about marriage, parenting, relationships, and perhaps trending topics. Yes, I've been meaning to do this for a long time, but obviously, like many of you out there, I have a very busy schedule. Most times, if I'm not working, I'm cooking. If I'm not cooking, I'm sleeping, and what have you. So I just thought, after so many years of wanting to do this, let me just set up this channel, and hopefully, with your help, you can help me grow. I want us to have a safe place, a safe platform to discuss issues that affect us all as adults, that affect us all as women, men in marriages, in relationships, in raising children, especially for those of us, in fact, I wanted to say, especially for those of us who live in diaspora. But then contrary to that, let me be honest, the Africa, if I'm talking about my own Africa, which is Nigeria, the way things are today is so far different from how it used to be. So I would like to actually rephrase that and say, discuss more about parenting in modern times, because I don't think these days it really matters necessarily where your location is, because parents in Nigeria, for example, in Ghana, in South Africa, and what have you, and parents in the UK or US or Europe are all facing very modern, challenging times. In fact, as I'm videoing this, I started this video impromptu. I wasn't going to do this video, but I said to my husband, let me just jump in and record this before I go and have my lovely brunch made by my husband, because we just come back from our local church, and this is the third person this year, a lady in church who's of Nigerian origin and her husband, and they came to, like you do after church service, we often stop to chat to other members over coffee and all that, and they're a lovely couple who recently had their young twin boy and girl, and she was asking me how did I do it, because she often sees my daughter, who's not here now, who lives in the north of England, who's a trainee solicitor herself, but she's seen us in church when my daughter was around here, or sometimes when my first son visits. And then this time she was talking about my last one, who's 17, and that she was admiring him in church, and the way we always all come to church together as a family and all that. And of course, first thing I told her, I told the other two people who called me and asked me very candid question, IJ, how do you do it? And I say this: raising children, first you have to put God in front of it. Praying, and there's a lot of hard work. But I'm no expert, but I'm an expert in practicality because I've done it. I've been married for almost 30 years, and I have thank you, Jesus, three wonderful children, aged 27, 25, and 17. I am not saying I know it all, and I'm not saying I am perfect. If that is my life perfect. But what I'm saying to you is that I would like to be able to, just like I coach people in business, in my private life, I am an IT consultant. And I'd like to describe myself as an IT consultant and a web app developer. Yes, I am into the IT world and I enjoy it tremendously. And I have coached people in business, because all those things I do it's all about helping startups, middle growing businesses, and of course I'm also an investor. So if you have an idea there, you'd like to triumph, or you want to get in touch with me, go ahead. I'm sure you'll be able to find my details below here. But going back to what I was saying, I just thought I would like to use my personal experience, not because I'm perfect, but because I've lived through it. And if I could come on this platform and share with you guys what I know, what I do, or as a parent, you can even share yours, because we all meet different obstacles at different times in our lives. No one's life is ever linear. we all sometimes, I don't know about you, but there have been times, thank you, Jesus, for helping me, where even as my children were growing up, sometimes you didn't really know what to do. Even when my mom was alive, obviously she raised us differently, be it some of us that grew up in Nigeria and all that. So what I'm saying is that there are things and ways we can all help one another as adults, be it talking about relationships, about marriage, about family issues, about all the things that really matter in our lives. And unfortunately today, every one of us is so busy that sometimes even the girlfriends in the good old days, you could just drive over to somebody's home. These days, even myself included, I'm guilty of it. I promise people I'll call them. I hardly have enough time to even make it on holiday, never mind going to visit someone unless it's extremely, extremely important. And also, personally, please don't get this the wrong way. I've been wanting to date dates, like I said, for a long time. And as someone who I've been blessed, and I take it as a privilege, I've lived in 6 countries around the world, including Bulgaria, Australia, Kiribati, Fiji Islands, quite a couple more places. My brain is Swaziland and what have you. And I've been blessed to visit over 103 countries. Yes, 103. Some of them I've gone to so many times. A place like United States, like I said, it's like a second home to me. We've been blessed with ability to own homes there, and being able to shuffle in between. And in my line of business, I've also been blessed that I work with people from around the world, whether they're in UAE, recently connected up with someone in South Africa, um, Australia, um, UK, of course, United States. I like to use my own little knowledge of what I've experienced to share with you guys, because there's so much you tend to absorb, to tend to learn, even when you don't mean to. And I've been itching, I come across people from different walks of life, and be it something personal or business, I tend to see where I've actually drawn some knowledge and understanding, in my travels, in my life. And like I said, I love to have an opportunity for those of you who also love traveling. No thanks to COVID that stopped and put a brakes on a lot of us, but thank God it's all lifting all over the world. I invite you friends, and look out for notification. Make sure you click and note my channel, so when I upload or trying to come live, you'll be here. And please, by all means, I look forward to you yourself being able to chip in your tips, your tricks and ideas. Maybe you're doing something better than I've done. Maybe you and I share the same experience. Maybe you're going through a difficult time, not knowing what to do because you've come to a junction in your life. It could be personal, it could be business. I don't really want to make this channel business, but of course, as time goes on, depending on what it is, I will look forward to, giving some of you guys out there little business tips in case that might help somebody who may be thinking of starting or expanding. But primarily, I want this channel to be about marriage, parenting, relationships. Relationships include friends and family, and trending issues, because these are issues that matter to us, where we can exchange ideas. And especially after speaking to the lady I met in church, who was so candid to ask me, how do I do it? I had to tell her, it's not me. Honestly, it's not me. Trust me, especially when kids are younger. You have to be strong. But going into, and I realize it's not just now, in the past, the way even white and black, different times, you're with your children, people walk up to you. I don't know. But what she said kind of baffled me, because she's Nigerian, her husband is Nigerian, and she was saying, oh, most of the friends she knows tell her, oh, leave the children to grow. They're the queen's children. And this is one thing I've heard from a couple of people. And I begin to ask myself, was I even being overly disciplined or strict. Well, I wasn't strict to a silly point because I'm a great believer. I've always been in allowing children express themselves, but there must be boundaries. But anyway, it prompted me, and she went. I said to her in church, in fact, I've been meaning to start my own YouTube and my own Facebook channel. She was like, please, madam, start it. I said, don't call me madam. We're just people. She was like, just start it, please. I could learn from you. And this lady I'm talking about won't be less than late 40s because, she didn't hide it and there's nothing to hide it. I was so happy for them. In fact, that was how I got to know them in our church. And then, they had their baby via, or babies via IVF, and they're two mature couples. And I love them both to bits because, like the husband said, thank God, my wife convinced me to leave Nigeria to join her here and all that. And I see a lot of that. I call situations where a lot of married people, I'm not judging anyone here, I call them single married women. And those are some topics I like to discuss in case you're a man or a woman watching out there. But I said to the man, thank God, no. It's not just your wife. Thank God you listen to your wife. Because living that lifestyle, some people do. You're in Nigeria and you have young children, and your wife is in England struggling it alone. Even as a couple, no matter how in love you are, it can be very challenging. And every child needs their mother and their father under the same roof. And the man said to me, oh, do you know, I admire you. I admire your family because it is even better to see children like this. Your children are doing so well than to build all the skyscrapers. Well, here's the point, because at the end of the day, what is money to you and I if we do not have peace of mind? And what is joy to you and I if we cannot be proud of the children or family we raise? And please remember I said, I'm not perfect. Was it hard? Of course it's been hard. And like any good relationship, I talk to my children often. My husband and I am very much in alliance with a lot of things. You have to work at it. And that's why I'm very passionate about relationships. I am coming from the expertise of somebody that's lived through it, from my single years to my married life, to being a mother, to being a sister, to being a friend. And I'm looking forward to you and I sharing in some of the bold life experiences, and hope one way or another we can learn something from each other and we can, in a way, better ourselves. It could be me, it could be you, because none of us is ever perfect. So this is just my first introductory video, and on this note, please make sure you take note and subscribe to my channel. Check me out soon on YouTube and Instagram, and I'll be giving and leaving the links very soon. And please spread the news, invite your friends and family, because this is an invite-only community channel. Okay, on my Facebook and rather YouTube, I am deliberately creating this Facebook channel, a platform for only members, because hopefully we'll be sharing a lot of things, and I want it to be a safe platform for all. And by God's grace, you will be getting, as time goes on and we build up, you will be learning, and hopefully I'll be able to do some giveaways from time to time and all that kind of thing. So on this note, I'd like to thank you again for stopping by. My name is IJ Blunt. I'm a wife, I'm a mother, I'm a sister, I'm a friend, and above all, I'm a child of God, and I'm very proud of it. And thank you, and please come back to my channel and check out what next I'll be talking about, and I hope to do a bit more and a lot more live videos as time and chores allow me. Thank you again, and you have a wonderful Sunday wherever you are in the world. Today is it's sunny in England, in London, and The weather is very uplifting, and I'm starving, so I'm gonna go now and have my brunch. My husband and my son have already finished, and I'm here talking to you guys. Like I said, I just decided to jump in and do this video as an introduction to what my channel is going to be all about. Thank you again for stopping by, and until next time, you take good care of yourself and remain blessed. Bye bye.